Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to talk about shallow copy. We're going to learn what it is and we're going to learn also how to create a shallow copy of an object and of an array. Let's dive right into it. Alright guys, here you can see I have an HTML file. Within the body tag we have a script which points to main.js file where we're going to put our JS code. And right here, if I do console.log you're going to see that we're getting an immediate change within the browser because I'm using Lifesaver. If it doesn't have Lifesaver, go right away, click on extensions, tap in the search bar, Lifesaver, tap this name right here, type Lifesaver, and then you're ready to go. Now, let's get started. Alright guys, now let's say here we got an object, let's say user. It has two key, name, John, and gender. Gender is going to be male. And then we need to create a copy of it, user copy. You're going to use spread operator to create a new object, spread operator user. If you are not familiar with spread operator, I got a video. I'm going to put a link in the description about where I talked about it. We can use spread operator to create a new object, but also we can use objects that assign method. You're going to pass here this. We are going to achieve the same thing. You can use this or this. I prefer spread operator because it offers a shorter syntax. And then let's console the user copy. User copy. You can see in the console we are getting the same object as the original one. What if we try to make a change within the original one? Let's say we need to try to change the name key to Chris. And then if we console the user copy, you're going to notice that we are just changing the name John to Chris. And the changes we made in the user copy object doesn't affect the original one, the user object. You can see. So what if we got a nested objects within the user object? Let's say contact. Here we got an email and the telephone. Let's say this is the telephone. And then you're going to see here in the user copy, and then you can see that user copy is updated. You're going to see it is updated. And then let's try to make a change within the objects, within the nested object contact right here. We're going to change the telephone key and see what we get. User copy dot contact dot telephone. We're going to say 1, 2, 3. We are making change within the user copy object. And then here you're going to see that, and then here you're going to see that we just change the telephone to 1, 2, 3. If we console the original object, the user, you're going to notice that changes we made in the user copy affect the original one. And that's what we call shallow copy. Shallow copy allows to create a new object or array of top-level item, but it doesn't create copies of nested item within an object or an array, but in fact it references them. That's what we call shallow copy. Now let's create a shallow copy of an array. Let's say here we got an array of numbers. Array, and then here 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, and then we got here a nested array. Now let's create a copy. Say array copy. Then we are going to use spread operator. We're going to spread here the array. You can see we are getting here an array copy. Let's comment the first first console, we are getting here an array, which is a nested array. And then if we try to make changes within the array copy, it is going to affect the original one. You can see that in the nested array, the first item, it is 5. Let's change it to 55. Say free, and then you're going to access, say 55. You're going to notice, let's console the original array. You're going to notice that the original array has been affected. Yeah, you're getting here 55. That's what we call shallow copy. And that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. Try to practice in order to understand these concepts. Try to practice, really. In the next video, we're going to talk about deep copy. Then we're going to see the main difference between shallow copy and deep copy. I see you there.